Yes, people, back again. I make sure this time I did not turn my telly off before everyone gets into the changing room. Big up to everyone I was watching this. And yeah, Argentina's through. What a performance by Argentina. You know, they will be facing Australia in the round of 16. So yeah, I mean, should be, I'm not going to say easy. There's not an easy game, especially when we're talking about the beautiful game. But yeah, what a performance by Argentina! Oh, drama as well. Last minute, you know, Mexico was still out just because of card difference. So it goes head to head. Sorry, it goes goal difference. Then it goes head to head. Then after that, because Mexico drew to Poland, it goes to, you know, booking cards, right? So Mexico had cards in Poland, and that Saudi Arabia last minute goal and Mexico dream. But big up to everyone that is watching this. Like I always say, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and I really appreciate the support. It means a lot. And I will go through everyone in the chat, and yes, the same as usually, my people. Hello to you. Really appreciate the support. And Lemmy from Amur, he never lets me down, and he says, "Hey again, thank you, my man, always for the support." And it says yellow card decide second place after all. Yes, definitely, but because Saudi Arabia score that last minute goal, that definitely decide by goal difference, right? Because when Mexico was winning 2-0, the yellow card was decided at that moment, because obviously Mexico had more cards than Poland, but then that last minute goal completely ends Mexico dream. I didn't think Mexico was going to win today, but look, here you go. Never know what is going to happen in a football game. The real truth. Good evening. Bang, good evening, my brother. Really appreciate the support, and big up to you. People, make sure you also like this video, because I did a review for the France game. I had like, I think 700, 800 views. From that's a lot, and I had new subscribers as well. But please also don't forget to like the video, so then it helps as well. But big up to everyone. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna share my screen in a bit. I should have someone with me anytime soon from now to review the game with me. But yeah, what a performance by Argentina. Definitely the best performance so far for them in this World Cup. And I will say one of the best performances I've seen. Argentina completely dominate Poland. Shame Messi missed the penalty. Great save, don't get me wrong. Is that a penalty? I thought I was a big, tough one. I wouldn't give, because Messi clearly missed the ball. I know the keeper's hands still touch on Messi's face, but look, Messi still had a good game, very, very good game. He absolutely destroyed that Poland midfield and defense. Argentina had plenty of chances to probably most likely help Mexico to go through. It was a shame not to see Mexico going through after being 2-0 up, and then Argentina missing so many chances. But look, it's football. Poland make it through. But the funny thing is, right? So Group A, Group B, and Group D. So far, the three groups we had, like everyone's gone through. I have actually predict everyone to go through. So I predict Netherlands to go through Group A with Senegal. I predict England and America, and I predict Argentina and Poland to go through. So far, I actually haven't failed all my predictions before the World Cup. And big up to my love in here, saying Vamos Ronaldo, thank you for the support. She said Vamos Portugal, love you, thank you for the support. And also Lemmy from Burg says really good performance from Argentina. They should be Australia, not penalty in the first place, but well deserved. Absolutely spot on, my man, and I Of course, I agree with you. You always seems to know what you're saying. You know about a ball. You got a good ball knowledge, and I really like. Also, of course, you always supporting me. But yes, what's a performance from Argentina today? You clearly saw. I actually got a question for everyone in the chat about Argentina. After seeing this Argentinian performance today, surely I know against Mexico was a tough game. They knew they had to win. They didn't have to play well, but Argentina today was the Argentina we saw. Like 36 games unbeaten, beating Brazil in the final of the Copa America, and yes, what a performance by Argentina. And also in here say sorry, you are right. Goal difference better for Poland. I Saudi score in the end. Yeah, that's the only thing that changed at the end, and also because of the card. So, like I said, when Mexico was winning 2-0 up, yeah, um, Poland was still going through only just because of cards, right? Yellow cards, Mexico had more than Poland. Shame. I would absolutely love to see Mexico to go through because, to be honest, they've been very poor. Don't get me wrong, the worst team in this group probably. But look, they got unbeat Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia was good against Argentina. It was good against Poland. But today, I didn't watch the game. My focus was on Argentina. As most of you guys know, I support Argentina and, of course, Portugal. That's where I was born. And Ronaldo 28, big up to you, my friend. Really appreciate the support. I've got 21 people watching me now. Massively helps if you could subscribe if you're new to the channel and also like this video. And let me just put my stuff in here. There's usually one, and I'm going to go through everyone in the chat. Of course, you guys know always try and find time for everyone in the chat. So yes, Portugal, and says not bad game for Messi, but I don't think Argentina go far anyway. I believe the change he made today. Look, I've mentioned after Saudi Arabia and against Mexico game, right? I said about how important is Julian Alvarez to start in this kind of games. Yeah, against a back four like Poland, like Mexico, and Saudi Arabia. And look, I wasn't wrong. And also Enzo Fernandez should have started. Look, was that right? You guys, most of like everyone that is watching me, they know that I was begging for Julian Alvarez. He had a very good game. He could have scored another goal. What a finish as well. And overall, yeah, Argentina had an amazing game. I thought today, this is the Argentina that we see. This is the Argentina that, like I've said already, and I said before the game when I was doing the France game review, and I said, there's a reason why Argentina was unbeaten for this long 36 games. And clearly, like the way they performed today and the win, top of the group as well, they managed to get somehow finished top of the group, right? So I do strongly believe this win today and the performance will take Argentina. Probably they should be Australia, Winara, and confidence is going to get in there. The confidence is going to be high, so they probably should go far. So I've got Messi fan in here. Vamos Messi, yes. Vamos Argentina, vamos Messi. Hey Lucas, if you want to come along, just let me know, and I drop the link to you straight away on Twitter. I've got 27 people watching me now. Really appreciate if you could smash the like, and of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And I've got another Messi fan in here. Says finally, Argentina wake up. Very, very true. I agree with you. They did wake up when they needed. They did against Mexico. That win was very important, and also the performance today was not just about for Argentina winning today. Also, the performance really helped today, and they had a great performance. Completely dominated Poland. I knew Poland is not haven't got anything special. Poland is very poor, and Poland will be facing France in the run of 16. I do believe that France will easily beat Poland. I don't think Poland. I know they got Lewandowski, but overall as a team, I don't think they have enough power to try and hold France or beat France. That's just me. But Portugal to meet Switzerland or Serbia in the run of 16, yeah, definitely. Because I do believe Brazil will beat Cameroon. then hope not to meet Croatia or German in a quarterfinal. If German qualify second, but hope they don't. Yes, like I said, we don't know. Croatia will be facing Belgium, so we don't know what's going to happen. So in here with me, big up, big up to my man Joshua. He's probably still fixing his camera, but I'm sure he will be in here. We're gonna review the game. We're gonna go through a few changes that Scaloni made the difference, and this was the changing that myself, Football Ferreira, was begging Scaloni to do. But Joshua, can you hear me? Big up to you, my man. I don't think he still can hear me. That's fine. I'm still going to go through it in the chat. Juventus 50, big up to you, my friends. They have us some, hopefully today. Yes, gave us hope today. Vamos Argentina. Yes, vamos Argentina. Always. Key says, I like to hear your opinion about Cameroon, Brazil. Brazil will be changing, of course, there will be Russian players. Also, Neymar will not be playing as well. But I do strongly believe Brazil is still good enough to be Cameroon. I do not think Cameroon is that strong. Even with Brazil resting players, I do not think they're strong enough to beat Brazil. But who knows? We've seen few surprises in this World Cup. We saw Denmark today, one of the favourites to go through in the group, and Denmark is out of the World Cup. But before I'm moving in here to my man Joshua, vamos Argentina. Big up to everyone
Vamos.
watching. 24 people, massive favor. Subscribe if you're new, and also smash
Hola,
the like on.
¿cómo estés?
And yes, I will go through everyone in the chat once I have a little bit of time. But yeah, Joshua, what a win and what a performance. This is the Argentina that won the Copa America against Brazil. This is the Argentina that was unbeaten for 36 games. And also, this is the Argentina that everyone put them as one of the favorites to win the World Cup. And also, let's not forget that Scaloni did what I've spoke in my previous games against Saudi Arabia and against Mexico. And I was begging for players like Julian Alvarez to start on this kind of games. I was begging for Enzo Fernandez because I've been watching this guy since he was our River play. Lo Celso, our injured. Enzo Fernandez come on against Mexico, change the game, and today he started have a very good game. I think overall Argentina had a good game, everyone, and this was a needed performance, right? To show everyone that Argentina is in here. And I do believe that I said I wasn't confident after the Saudi Arabia because I saw their confidence like going low after go beat by Saudi Arabia. But you was one of the men that still believe in Argentina, and you did say that Argentinian was going to still finish top of the group and beat both Mexico and Poland. Big up to you, my man. And yes, vamos Argentina. What was your thoughts on this amazing performance by Argentina? And of course, good to have you in my channel again.
First of all, yeah. First of all, I'm gonna thank everyone on the live stream to watch this amazing review. Uh, First, I'm gonna say that on the 22nd of November is a false start by Argentina at the Lusail Stadium in front of 80,000 people and 45 million Argentinians supporting around the world. And a lot of saying that it's gonna end, it's gonna over. It's not the Argentina they're looking in the past. This is not a great team, full of ugly players just coming here and play the awful game, beaten by Saudi Arabia, not in a world ranking as a top 20 or top 30. So many of them believe Argentina because not only Messi, because of the history, uh, what Argentina came through, or what they saw in the past. A lot of guys, including me, also believe that we're gonna push ourselves forward and got the momentum what we needed to advance to the round of 16 and grab the number one place. So I was actually believing the whole team, what they're capable of doing things, because they were unbeaten 36 games, including the Copa America in Brazil. They faced with the team that is in a hot streak, that is having a strong score, and also they went to Wembley and beat Italy. Italy already played in Wembley in front of the
That's a good point,
yeah.
Joshua. And also the performance against Italy, that 3-0 against Italy, that was some performance as well.
Yeah, but before we talk about the performance, we're gonna see Italy was an amazing team when they beat England on England soil in penalty shootout. Donnarumma keep his cool. You can see the replays. So they played already at the Wembley, but Argentina traveled from South America to Europe and play in front of 90,000 people or so, and they beat the strongest Italy that were 37 games unbeaten at the time, and they punch a knock in their face, and they are out of the uh, finalissima battle. And they came into the World Cup and they were facing the Saudi Arabia. They looked the team at first, and it's like a small team. They thought for themselves, we're gonna punch and we're gonna get a kick off the tournament with the brightest start. But obviously, in the second half, the coach of the Saudi Arabian gave the motivation for the players, and that game has changed, and the momentum changed to Saudi Arabia. And Argentina knocked uh, not only Messi, knocked all the 11 players, and they were in a shell shock coming into the game too. If they lose, they were packing their bags and going home. If they win, they're gonna keep the tournament alive. So they were believing themselves and build a defensive wall and give Martinez what they needed against Mexico, just like we saw today against Poland. And the midfield was absolutely amazing, filled with Enzo Fernandez. Uh, McAllister was a perfect example. He was not hit the ball hard. He was just a soft touch, and it's go raw pass and hit the woodwork in the net. Cecil, I don't get. I don't know the correct name of the goalkeeper of Poland, but he was absolutely amazing in the
Yes,
two posts. Yeah, uh, he was a great keeper, just like Gianluigi Buffon, Manuel Neuer in the prime. He was saving every single shot for his country. But in the second half, McAllister just give Argentina the lead, and the whole Poland have been collapsed with that single goal. And after that, Argentina breaking the shackles of the defense, and they came through and they take 2-0 lead, and they keep the tempo and just passing around and not giving any single opportunity for a comeback. So here
yeah.
we can understand how Argentina managed to keep their 11 players combined and make the communication. So here we saw what Argentina come back from 1-2 defeat from Saudi Arabia to 2 clean sheet without conceding a single goal in the last 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you make some good points in there. But starting with Messi, okay, Messi missed the penalty. Okay, before I start, because we're having a lot of people watching us. We've got 41 people watching us right now. Please, if you could subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also smash the like, and I really appreciate everyone in the chat. Just keep leaving your thoughts as well. We're gonna go through as well the run of 16 between France and Poland, and then Argentina and Australia. And I will try to catch everyone in the chat. But start with Messi, right? Messi missed a penalty. Was that a penalty for you? Let's be honest. Let's take Argentina hats off. Let's take Argentina jersey off. Let's be fair in here. In my opinion, right? I was happy. I was screaming. I was jumping. I was like, come on. At the same time, I had the feeling I was like, he's going to save, right? Messi's going to miss. I don't know why. It reminded me certain way against Iceland in 2018. But I still thought the way Argentina was playing, I thought even if he missed, Argentina is going to get back to the game. And that watching Argentina today, that first 25 minutes, that first 20 minutes, even before the penalty, after the Messi missed the penalty, I still had a feeling Argentina will win this game. This is how Argentina, you know, everyone out there, put him as one of the favorites with a great performance. But I want an answer from you on our next, and you will be honest in here. Was that a penalty or not?
For me, in the top angle, you can see about the above angle is clearly we can see the goalkeeper's arm hit Messi in that point of view. But in behind the goalpost, you can see Messi was headed the ball. It was going over the crossbar, and after that, the goalkeeper hand was hit his face. So I think here is
Yeah,
benefit
but
of the
when
doubt.
the Poland keeper hit Messi's face, the ball was already out. That
Yeah,
was no way that it would have happened anything from them, right? So that's why I think that shouldn't be a penalty. In my opinion, it's not a penalty. I've seen in this World Cup that like Cristiano Ronaldo penalty against Ghana, the VAR they even gave the chance to the ref to check, right? This, for me, shouldn't be a penalty straight away. The VAR should have told the ref, no, it's not a penalty. I mean, basically, the ball was out when the keeper hit Messi's face. But look, he's where he is. He given Messi miss, but Messi still had an amazing game. I thought Messi today was absolutely amazing. Was he the best game so far in this World Cup without any doubt? He controlled everything. The amount of chances he create for Julian Alvarez, for Di Maria, Acuna, everyone else was unbelievable. Great performance. But yeah, just to make it clear before I go in the chat, because we have so many people watching us, and I really appreciate the support. Please make sure you subscribe and also smash the like and leave your thoughts. Please leave your thoughts. I'm gonna go through in the chat. It was a penalty for you, yes or no? Just say yes or no, my man.
I think no.
Good man. I like that. And I'm pretty sure everyone in the chat gonna agree. And also, we're gonna go through, of course, reviewing more about the game and also the changes that Scaloni made today was very, very important. I mean, absolutely needy. What a performer as well. Lemmy Frommenberg says, I was wrong. I thought Poland were better, but in the end, I like for Lewandowski still in the tournament. I mean, Lewandowski's been shocking poor for Poland. Also, Poland is overall, Poland is not a good team. I wouldn't say that Poland is top 15 in this World Cup, probably not even top 20. They got Lewandowski, a great goalkeeper, don't get me wrong, 3 or 4 players, but overall as a team, none. They're not good. And I thought they would have put at least a bigger fight than they did against Argentina, right? So I've got in here saying, thanks for answer, brother. Yes, it's unpredictable. No worries, my man. Always in here to answer you guys. That's why I say please leave your thoughts in the chat. And also I've gone here Portugal to meet Sweden. I've went through on this one already, and frankly, Cam, big up to you, my man. A Mexicano, hermano, paisano. I feel sorry. Do you know what? I think Mexico did not deserve to go through. I don't know about today. I did not watch Mexico game, like I said, but I would love Mexico to go through just because when Argentina was 2-0, Mexico was 2-0. Mexico, Poland was still going through only because of yellow cards, right? So it goes goal difference first, head to head, and they draw 0-0, Poland and Mexico, and then it goes yellow card. So Poland was ahead. And I was like begging, I was like, come on, Argentina, let's score the third goal for Mexico to go through. Didn't happen. Then Saudi Arabia all of a sudden scoring in the last minute. But look, my man, big up to you. Much respect, and I really appreciate the support as always. Good to see you keep coming back on my channel. Means the world to me. People keeps coming back and watching me. It just means everything. This is what I said. Please, I put so much work into it. All I ask is, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and smash the like. And I've got in here, my men, onto the ball, saying bombasso. Yes, that was a bombasso game from Argentina. What a performance. And you know what? After Argentina performance tonight, I think they will be back in there, one of the favorites. Surely, it's too much quality. And Kay says, I'm in tears. Mexico want to do an Aguero moment to Poland, but Sadie said, not in here. Dang. It would have been amazing if Mexico scored in the last minute instead of Saudi Arabia. But look, it's what it is. Frankly says, football Ferreira so close, yeah, so far, but that's football. We don't deserve to go through this year. Absolutely agree with you. Him as a Mexico, he also agree with me saying that Mexico, probably this is the worst Mexico I ever remember. We all remember. And also Kay said, in the past 72 hours, Messi scored an assist against Mexico, got attacked by Canelo and apologized publicly, then miss a penalty that kicked Mexico out of the World Cup. Canelo crying out. You know what? That's actually a good point. And when was 2-0 as well, I was actually still remember so like, if Messi wouldn't miss that penalty, it would have been 3-0 and Mexico would have gone through. So now all the Mexico people, I'm sure they know because they're really nice people. They will not hate Messi. They absolutely love the Argentinians. They love Messi. They absolutely, and I think Canelo, of course, he apologized as well. I'm pretty sure it's all love at the end of the day, you know. But it was mixed understand. That clip that he saw, it wasn't the right one. But is what it is. Let me from Hamburg says, question for my Argentina friend. Be real. Messi or Maradona? Do you know what? I'm not, unfortunately, as much as I love you, you always support me, and I really appreciate, I will not answer this because I grow up loving Argentina because of Maradona, right? Maradona means a lot to me. The passion I have for football, for the beautiful game, come from Maradona. And then, of course, I got even in love with Argentina even more after watching Messi. I've said this in my stream before, right? I said, I'm not sure, but I think I'm probably one of the first 5 or 10 Messi biggest fan. And I've got something I probably will tell in the future about Messi that I started becoming a Messi fan in the World Cup under 20 in Holland when Argentina won, when Messi absolute smash. And but I'll keep that for like let's review about again. But unfortunately, I will not answer. If Joshua wants to answer, he's more than welcome. And Joshua, just a question I have not never asked you: how old are you?
Sorry.
How old are you? When was
Me?
you born? How old are you?
Oh, born 2001.
Ah, you was 2001. So I am 11. I am basically 12 years older than you, right? So I was born in 89, right? You basically didn't see Maradona. You saw Maradona doing his, usually stuff, still taking cocaine, still drinking, still, being a nightmare, what a legend. Maradona for me was, and he will always be special. And I remember when Maradona passed away, unfortunately, I was down. I felt because Maradona was not just a legend in a game. Definitely be up there always and forever. One of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. Maradona also outside the pitch, outside the game, Maradona was always special for everything he used to do, the passion he has for his country. You still see in Napoli, they still celebrate every year of Maradona when he died. The passion they have. I was actually watching a few clips the other day. It's just unreal. This guy, he left everyone. He left himself in everyone's heart forever. And I'm pretty sure even like kids that never watch him play, that in the future they will be born, they will grow up still watching Maradona, and they will know Maradona history. It is unbelievable, absolutely, just the best, the best, the best. But Joshua, I'm sure you will say Messi. I'm not even letting you speak in because I know you're a Messi fan. And frankly, Cam says, glad I found your channel. Less I could do is short support me or hermano. Always. Hermano, muchas gracias. You guys know, it doesn't matter where we're from, right? It's all about supporting each other. In this live, of course, we're in here, we love the game, we're talking about a game, but it's about helping each other in life also, and be nice to each other does not cost anything. And also, True Gunner, big up, brother. big up to you. I thought you was doing a live. If you want to come along, you still can, my man. You know, you're always welcome, my brother. And he says, wait, if Mexico didn't consider that last goal, would they have gone through? Still
No.
not, because goal
7
difference
yellow card.
starts and then goes to head-to-head, the draw, and last is yellow cards. So Mexico had more yellow cards. So Joshua, I'm just going to quickly look in here. Argentina lineup today, right? Should I bring the lineup up in here in a screen so you can see it? Yes, I'm gonna do it right now, my man, so then we all in here can review, because it was some important changes today by Scaloni, right? And I'm gonna quickly just put the line up so, and also everyone can see. Let me just quickly add to the screen, my man. So we're gonna go through that as well, because Argentina will be facing Australia, my man. But for me, this today was key, right? This was key today. The changes that, of course, um, Scaloni made was changes that we needed, right? As you can see in here, if my screen does not show everything, let me just quickly zoom back. I'm sure everyone in the chat be happy to see as well, because this is important for me. This is important, and I know some of you guys been watching my stream. And look, so Joshua, today he basically, Romero was back after a poor performance against Saudi Arabia, yeah. And Martinez had an amazing game against Mexico. I did not know why he dropped Martinez, but I think Argentina is likely to have this quality of defenders. Otamendi's been absolutely unbelievable. Romero was good today. That Romero, we know that from Tottenham. Again, great performance from overall. So, and it'll also start with Enzo Fernandez, right? Enzo Fernandez was the player that we was begging, right? After coming on against Mexico and not having Lo Celso in the squad. Lo Celso, as we mentioned, has been one of the most important players in this Argentina era with Scaloni. But clearly Argentina missed him against Saudi Arabia and also against Mexico in the first 45 minutes, right? And also changing Julian Alvarez. For me, one of the most key in here was Julian Alvarez, right? I was begging for Julian Alvarez to start, because against Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Arabian back four, Mexico back four, was begging for a player that is good without the ball. And Julian Alvarez is clearly clever than Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez for me is a top striker, great striker, but in this kind of games with this back line four, like Saudi Arabia and Mexico, and also Poland today, because we knew Poland was most likely playing for a draw. They knew that a draw would be enough for them and most likely finish top of the group as well. But Julian Alvarez movements today, once again, of course, having Messi behind helps a lot, right? Messi today, he controlled the game absolutely brilliant. The ball he was putting in the middle, but Julian Alvarez movement always creates space for Messi, right? Always give Messi that freedom as well to have the ball, to have space, control one or two players, right? He scored an amazing goal. That was a proper finish, yeah. Like he does a spider. And what a game he had. The runs and his movements. I don't know if a lot of people realize this kind of stuff. This is something, like I mentioned this again. I know sometimes I talk too much, but this is what, I'm sure my football knowledge is amazing, but this is important for people to know out there, right? Because Junior Alvarez is that kind of striker that is not a Haaland, is not Lautaro Martinez. He probably won't score as many goals this guy scored, but as Argentinian style, when you face this kind of back line four like Poland today, there's not a better player in this world to do better than Julian Alvarez. To move and grab defenders, pushing defenders with him, there's not a better striker I see around Europe doing better than Julian Alvarez. So, from the lineups you saw, everyone played well. I think today I will not even probably pick a man of the match, because today everyone performed was the Argentinian with the passion and the blood we know. But Joshua, looking at the lineups and overall, what did you make of Scaloni? Absolute brilliance.
Yes, Scaloni was pretty good keep the shape of the team after the halftime. Just a matter of time, just nearly 50 or 60 minutes into the game. In the second half, McAllister just drove the ball uh, in the far post. It was not a hard push, just a soft touch. Keeper had no chance. He was reached for it, but it just bounced over and hit the woodwork and into the net. And after that, we can see. I think Di Maria was guiding the ball to Julian Alvarez or Messi. Uh, I think McAllister. I think McAllister is the one who assisted Julian Alvarez, who finished on the top corner. Uh, here we can see how Argentina keep the defensive back four didn't allow Lewandowski and Poland to go through to the penalty box frequently. Uh, they keep the shape well. They had the best lineup in the last two games when we compare to Saudi Arabia in the opening game. So I think this lineup can make a difference in the round of 16. Uh, if they advance quarterfinal, semifinal, maybe in the finals, and this team
So,
can.
do you, sorry, Joshua, do you get my point in here with Julian Alvarez playing
Yeah,
against this kind of teams with the back four, like Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and today, because he started against Poland, and also the next game, clearly we know Julian Alvarez will start. There's no way Scaloni will bring back Lara to Martinez for Julian Alvarez. There's no way, especially, Australia is going to be exactly the same. They like Saudi Arabia was, Mexico and Poland. So I'm pretty sure he will not change. But I think you try to get the point when I'm talking about the difference between Julian Alvarez, yeah, against this kind of teams instead of Lara to Martinez. The way he drags all the defense with him and stuff, creates space to Messi, the Paul, and everyone else, and also gives Argentina more freedom as well to have more space, like Argentina did today. The way they controlled the game was unbelievable.
yeah. Uh, Last game, Julian Alvarez comes as a sub right against
Yeah.
Mexico. Yeah, I think Scaloni was looked more into Julian Alvarez in the last game. That's why he put him in today's game as a starter in place of Lautaro Martinez. So Julian Alvarez was produced a great contribution to this team. I think Argentina can just put Julian Alvarez against Australia. In my perspective, uh, many of them are just having their own thoughts. For myself, he was a youngster playing for Man City, and he know how to handle the pressure in the tough times when on the pitch.
Yeah, I
So
think
I think
Joshua lost.
it's
All right,
easy.
he's back again. Sorry, you were just losing a bit
Yeah,
signal. Yeah, I will let you finish off.
yeah. I was said that he was a youngster and he watched a lot of games from the bench for his club and for his country. So it is easy to handle the pressure when someone like him in a lower age and have a great potential for himself to move forward into the next step, like a greatest players who played in the current era. So maybe in the future he can be a star, just like the ones who are playing in the World Cup. So I think Junelvas has the great potential. Maybe he can start in place of Lautaro Martinez against Australia. If Scaloni thinks, yeah, you are the man who to do the job for Argentina. So it's up to him. For my perspective, Junelvas can start against Australia.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's no doubt Julian Alvarez will be starting. Like I said, around Europe, I don't see any kind of striker like Julian Alvarez. His movements with the ball, without the ball, the way he grabs defenders, push defenders away with him, creating spaces between lines. Julian Alvarez, for me, is probably the best striker around Europe. This guy is so much clever, too much quality. And like we've mentioned this, we was begging for Julian Alvarez to start this kind of game. And also with Enzo Fernandez start today was just perfect. Having Enzo Fernandez in that midfield is like Argentina did not miss Lo Celso. Today it was just spot on. The lineup was good. Even so, I thought Lisandro Martinez should have started over Romero. But yeah, Romero had a good game. Him and Otamendi, they always had a good connection. Let's not forget, right? Lisandro Martinez been having an amazing season with Manchester United, probably being the best centre back in the Premier League. But he's not a regular star for Argentina. This is a reality. Argentina always seems to play with Otamendi and Romero. This partnership between Otamendi and Romero has been longer than Otamendi with Martinez or Romero with Martinez. But like I said, also, Argentina should be lucky to have the quality, this kind of quality with all these defenders. Because for me, we're talking about Otamendi's class top, having an amazing season again with Benfica. This guy Romero, I know he hasn't been the best for Tottenham this season, but he's still a top centre back. And also Lisandro Martinez is just absolutely amazing. And also Acuna as well. Acuna, for me, Acuna is a better left back than Tafliago. I don't really rate Tafliago. I don't think he's any special. He signed for Lyon this season. He used to play for Ajax. I never rate him. I always thought he was very poor. And I just love Acuna. I love Acuna in the way he defends, the way he attacks. He could have scored an amazing goal like a Roberto Carlos left foot, and that was very, very close today. But he had also a very good game overall. Like I said, even Molina he was shaking against Mexico as well, like shaking at times. But today, I know Molina still young, still getting up there. He will learn from his mistakes, but Molina needs to concentrate more in the game because Molina seems to just lose his temper. He just seems to lose his control, and then he's all over the place. But yeah, Molina today had a better game than he had before. Let's be honest in here. I thought Di Maria did okay. Had a lot of the ball in the first half, but Di Maria hasn't been the Di Maria that we expect. Di Maria is that kind of player that I think everyone loves Di Maria. Di Maria seems to always do well everywhere he goes, always play well, and also for Argentina, he always proves and he always play well. But clearly, this hasn't been the best World Cup for Di Maria, right? I know he had injuries, been injured with Juventus, but we need Di Maria. This is what I thought, right? Scaloni, when he subbed Di Maria, I knew that he's trying to save Di Maria because Di Maria clearly is still not fit, and he knows how important Di Maria will be in the last stage of the World Cup. Like next run of 16 against Australia, and then quarterfinal. Hopefully, we think they're gonna go through. Let's, you never know. Football, anything happens. But yeah, I like to see that from Scaloni and try and rest Di Maria. And I believe we're going to see the best of Di Maria. There's not that. Di Maria too much quality. But do you agree with me that Di Maria has been one of the most poor in Argentina so far in this World Cup?
Yeah, I think that's a good point to rest Di Maria, and we have a talented on the bench, uh, Paulo Dybala, uh, who was played
Dybala
great.
haven't played a single minute yet.
Yeah, he was great for Roma this season and for Juventus last season. So bench is full of stack of stars for Argentina, but it's up to Scaloni to decide whether to put them or not. For me, Di Maria was switching sides today, right to left. He didn't have a great game, but against Mexico, that assist for Messi was an absolute amazing. but he had passes, great passes for Messi, but the defense was covering him. May, Maybe three or four players just covered Messi not to shoot from outside the penalty box. You know what's gonna happen if he shoot from outside the penalty box? It's gonna be beating the goalkeeper. So that was a good point to rest Di Maria. Maybe after second half, after 60 or 70 minutes, sub Di Maria in and look after how he can play. Maybe few changes for Argentina. For me, I don't think Australia is a small nation. I'm gonna count them to attack Argentina as well as they're gonna attack France, Denmark, and Tunisia in the Group D. So it's gonna be another battle for Argentina to battle out Australia uh, to get past the round of 16 to the quarterfinal, and it's gonna be a tough route to the finals if they're gonna face Brazil, and before that, I think England coming in the way, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
because France will be facing Poland, and then England will be facing Senegal in a round of 16. And then if England wins, France win, they will be meeting in a quarterfinal, and in a semi-final, we can probably Argentina most likely will be facing one of them too. But look, before I move on, with the lineup today was spot on, amazing. There's 28 people watching us right now. Really appreciate the support. If you could please help the channel and subscribe, I really appreciate, and also leave your thoughts. We're going to go through who Argentina will be facing. Australia, we're going to give our predictions as well, our thoughts, and the other ones as well between France and Poland. And do you think, right? Let me just quickly take this off from in here, then we can see clearly, like the 11 that start today. Is this the 11 that Scaloni should start against Australia?
uh, for me, maybe we can take Romero out and put Lisandro Martinez in, and other than that, maybe uh, Paulo Dybala in for Di Maria if we
But
need
you,
it.
Joshua, you have to think that Dybala still not fit. Dybala was injured. Dybala wasn't even supposed to be in a squad for the World Cup, right? He's still recovering from his injury, and Dybala will not start against Australia. But if you think he should start, for me, this is the lineup that should face Australia. This is the lineup should have started against Mexico. I said about this lineup. You remember after the Saudi Arabia game and before the Argentina game against Mexico, I was begging for this lineup. And today, Scaloni, spot on. I think Scaloni has been watching some of my shows because this was the lineup. This was the players that I want to. This is the lineup I was telling Scaloni. This is how, when you face teams against Poland and now against Australia, this is the team that needs to start. And after the performance Argentina had today, surely that, this is going to be the lineup. I can't see he making any changing from this lineup today. And also, I've got 41 people watching me now. Really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel. That massively helps. And yes, Joshua, um, anyone else? For me, Romero should still start over Lisandro Martinez. Give Romero some confidence. Yeah, it's only against Australia, and remember that they have big people, right? Australia is big guys up there, right? They will try and get free kicks and corners. And I'm not saying Lisandro Martinez can defend. Yeah, the guy is amazing. He's so little, but he's a top centre back, a top class player. But Romero will help because Romero is strong as well. I mean, stronger taller. I'm not sure about stronger because Lisandro Martinez is actually stronger. For me, this should be the lineup against Australia. And you said you would bring Dybala in and Lisandro Martinez, right? Who else?
Uh, Other than that, uh, I'm gonna stick with the same lineup
Good man.
for me.
But I think Scaloni is actually watching this right now. They're in a
Yeah,
changing room.
yeah. The reason was for me to replace Di Maria is not about he's playing awful. It's about the injury he will face against Australia. You can see what has happened against Germany in 2014. He was the main man in that World Cup. He was injured on the bench. So
Yep.
we don't gonna face another injury like Di Maria, who has a great potential, who passes, passing quickly through the defense inside the penalty box, just dribbling past the defenders. So we can't lose a player like him when
Oh
Messi
yeah,
was on the
100,
pitch. So
100%.
someone like him.
Oh yeah, Joshua, I absolutely agree with you, and this is what I said. The reason Scaloni changed Di Maria was already thinking of the run of 16 because he's still not fair, and we're gonna see the best of Di Maria. And if there's a player that always turn up for Argentina, Di Maria is definitely one of them. And you know as well as me, and probably everyone that is watching this, that not Di Maria always seems to turn up for Argentina. So Joshua. Yes, I think we make it clear. Basically, will this lineup will help against Australia. But let me go through in the chat because much love to everyone. Really appreciate the support, and also please, people, leave your thoughts about Argentinian performance today. I've gone through already. I've been doing this live for 51 minutes now. As I've gone through, we basically review the game. A great performance from Argentina, and also the changes that Scaloni made the difference. And we're gonna go through now. We're gonna give our predictions for every nation that has already qualified for the round of 16. And like I said at the beginning of this video, Joshua, right? I have already predict before the World Cup. I made some predictions, and so far from Group A, Group B, and Group D, I actually predict every single one right to go through. Right, so I've predict from the run of 16. I already predict 6 nations to go through. I predict Netherlands, Senegal, France. No, sorry, I predict Denmark to go through. Sorry, I thought I predict Denmark was the only one that let me down. I'm still having an nightmare. How did Denmark did not go through? But on this Argentina group, I predict Argentina and Poland to go through. But let me go in the chat now. Onto the ball says, not just right, they need a third goal. Yes, Mexico need a third goal to qualify. And look, a big up to you saying Mexico, Poland would have gone most yellow cards. Poland had 4 cards, Mexico 7. Yes, that is when Mexico was 2-0 up and Argentina was 2-0 up. The difference between Mexico and Poland was that, like Luca just said, Mexico had more cards. Because first goal difference head to head, then yellow cards. And also, Steve, big up to you, Steve, saying good display by Argentina. Definitely needed a win. Not only a needed win, and also a good performance. Argentina need to go out there today and put a performance like they did today. And they did it. What a performance. And Steve says, Vamos, France. France versus Poland. We're going to go there next. We're going to predict that, and we're going to give our thoughts as well. Shouldn't be any problem for France. And also, Lemmy from Hamburg says, I think we love Maradona because he was not perfect in his life. It does not matter how much money he had his problem like we all have. That makes him one of us. Absolutely agree. Like I said about Maradona was not only just a legend in the game and also outside the game. Maradona was a legend, will always be a legend. Big up to Maradona, who is up there, and I know he is always everywhere Maradona goes. He will support Argentina. He is 200% Argentinian. His passion is like no one else. Absolutely unbelievable. And we're seeing a little bit on Messi now. Messi passion for his country always been in there, even more now. And yeah, Messi missed the penalty today, but what a game he had. So yeah, Joshua, we've gone through that. Let me just quickly check. We still got 22 people watching us. Big up to everyone. Really, really appreciate the support, right? I mean, I can't thanks you guys enough. Serious, I cannot thanks. And let just football Ferreira just go back on this one quick. I will try not to get any copyright because anything nowadays is all copyright. So yeah. So from this group, I'm just gonna try and zoom back a little bit so we see. Yes, that's better. I'm not sure if everyone can see it better as well, like me. But look, people, let me see if you can. Yeah, you clearly can see because I can't see from my phone. But let me just quickly take this in here, the comment from my man, let me from a book so people clearly can see. So look, Joshua, then run of 16, Argentina finished top of the group, will be facing Australia, France will be facing Poland. So yeah, after we were reviewing the Argentina game today, giving a fuzz, after that amazing performance, needed performance from Argentina, Australia really surprised, finished second in a group with Denmark, right? Denmark has been the biggest disappointment in this World Cup, shocking in a group that they should go through. I've mentioned this already after I reviewed the France game. I said that a lot of people said Denmark was actually going to finish top of Group D. When I predict them to finish second, but I said there's no way they're going to finish above France. France is just too good. And look, Joshua, what is your thoughts on the next game, right? Argentina versus Australia, France, Poland. After, of course, as an Argentina fan, seeing Poland in the Argentina group and seeing Argentina dominate Poland, what do you make in a round of 16? Let's start from the game between France and Poland. France lost today, rest a lot of players, but I knew so clearly when Mbappe come on, Dembele, Griezmann, Rabiot, it's like, you eating pizza without pepperoni, and then all of a sudden you start eating pizza with cheese, tomato, and pepperoni. It's just a different gravy. And France score, the ref gave the goal, blow the whistle, final 1-1 draw, and then VAR, all of a sudden there's a lot of goal. But France, in my opinion, my thoughts, I'm not sure everyone in the chat, please people, 31 people still watching us. In UK time now, 10 o'clock in the night, that is massive numbers, and that just makes me so happy, and I can't thank you guys enough. Don't forget also to subscribe. And yeah, in my opinion, of course, I want to hear everyone in the chat as well. France will beat Poland. They should not have any problems. But remember, in football, anything can happen. But Poland hasn't got, as a team overall, they haven't got enough power or strength in the squads to damage this France. For me, I will say France easily. I would probably say around 3-0. That's my predictions and my thoughts. What about you, my man?
2-1 Poland.
So you think Poland will beat France?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on. Do you know, there's a lot of people watching us right now, right? And I want everyone, please, come on. I've got 41 people watching me now. Please, let me know your thoughts. But Joshua just said Poland will beat France 2-1, right? And I've got another question for you because you said that. I don't think that's going to happen. Anything can happen in football, but France will, for me, easily will beat this Poland, right? They're too poor. What makes you think that France has enough strength in squads, or are they good enough to beat France? I mean, what are you thinking that's going to happen in that game?
Yeah, it's a pretty good question to ask. Pretty simple answer was it's a knockout game. One chance, not 3 games left, only 1 game. So it's going to be upset for France. In my opinion, I'm going to take 2-1 Poland, and they're going to go through. If France beat Poland more than 3 goals, like 3-0, 4-1, or 4-0, they're going to be the best. Or if they win by 2-0 or 1-0 in the quarterfinal, they're gonna face Argentina. They're gonna be a big problem. Argentina gonna be a big problem for them, because if they score less than 2 goals against Poland, and beating Poland by 2-0 or 2-1, and gonna face Argentina in the next game, Argentina gonna be a problem for France, because they don't have the big names in their last World Cup comparing to this one. It's not a 3 games, just like the group stages. It's only have one chance at one at a time, uh, to face each teams, and you're gonna show what you got.
Right, Joshua.
So
Unfortunately,
it's
my
not
man.
about, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, my man. As much as I love you, you're my brother. Always appreciate the support. I will have to disagree with you. I do not think this Poland will beat France, unless look, France has a bad game. It's one of them days that France will be playing all night long and will not score. Then Poland, like you just said, have one chance and score. But Poland to score 2 goals against France, right, and beating France 2-1, I think that's a big statement. I want to hear everyone in the chat. I've got a few comments already to go through. That's George. Joshua, do you know what? That's actually a big statement saying Poland will beat France. Not often watching this Poland in a group stage. Honestly, I know every game is a different game, right? Don't get me wrong. Every game has a different movie, different history, right? But come on. I'm not saying Poland will not go in there and have a good performance, but surely that this Poland is not good enough to go out there to have that smile in your face, your confidence that Poland will be beating France in the run of 16. That for me, that's not gonna happen. Let me go through in the chat, Joshua. Get ready, yeah. Make sure you get ready. See what people is saying, right? Let me from Hamburg says Poland will not beat France. Absolutely agree with you, my man. Steve AS says you can judge France because of this play of today. France are the only team to have raced 9 players. Fair play, and that's a good point as well, because like France completely changed the whole team. And big up to everyone that is watching. 38 people, 41 people, and I think I've got 47 people watching me now. Joshua thinks the next run of 16, Poland will beat France. I don't think that's going to happen, but look, anything can happen in football. Luca, big up to you. Say big up 34 people watching in the chat. Support Ferreira. Really appreciate the support. Can't thanks you, Luca, and everyone enough as well. Luca says thanks, giving me a shout. Yeah, and also, of course, if you guys could go and subscribe to Luca. Luca, just drop your link in the chat and people will also support you. Like I said, always, it's free. There's no cost anything. But having this time of the night now in UK, 10 o'clock, nearly 10 past 10, having 41 people watching me means the world to me. But Steve says, Poland being very poor in 3 games, luckily made it out of the group. How are you predicting this? So Steve, Joshua, this is for you. Steve says, Stephen, I always call him Steve. He's my best mate anyway. He says, what, like the same question I put up to you, what does it make you think that Poland will beat France? I'm pretty sure Joshua already answered, and I'm sure Steve will reply to you again. And also, Lemmy Frommenberg says, a red card, a penalty will be given. You never know. Very true. This is where the only way I can see Poland beating France is like, France having a bad day, early in the game, straight away a penalty, a red card for France, on goal, and then France all of a sudden, have like 25 shots and couldn't score, and Poland one chance to score. That's the only way. But let's be clear in here and let's be honest. France is, I've said this before a World Cup, right? France, Argentina, France, Brazil, and Argentina are different level than everyone else. We've seen at the beginning of this World Cup, France and France and Brazil overall, as a team, they're in different level. They're a step above everyone else. But then seeing Argentina performance today, clearly, I still got a question for everyone. Clearly, Argentina is back in there again. And frankly, Camp says Poland struggled to score, so I can't say unless they can keep France quiet, got to penalties. Exactly. But another good point in here from frankly, the same from Lemmy, and like Steve said, what does Joshua makes you think? I'm pretty sure Joshua answered and Joshua said, right? One chance, defending well, having one chance. Fair enough. I see that happen because we've seen it in this World Cup. We've seen a few surprises in this World Cup. I'm not saying we're not going to see another surprise again, but we clearly, we can have another surprise. But people, big up to everyone, and also Argentina, Australian, Joshua. What is your fours and your predictions? Argentina versus Australian, round of 16. Surprise, surprise. Australia already surprised. So, and I'm sure that after the Argentina games against Saudi Arabia, the Argentina thought already they won the game. They got into the game very slow, 1-0 up, halftime. Therefore, yeah, we're easily going to beat Saudi Arabia. The game is finished and over. And then you see what happened. So that was a lesson for Argentina. I'm sure they learned after that performance against Saudi Arabia, and I'm sure they will face Australia with different eyes. And Argentina needs to go out there, put another performance like they did against Poland, and play exactly the same they did against Poland, and make sure they go out there and think that it's going to be a tough game, and we want to really win, and Australia is not going to be easy. Because if they go out there against Saudi Arabia and they think it's going to be, against Australia, and they think it's going to be easy as it was against Saudi Arabia, Argentina will get knocked out, and I'm guaranteeing you right now. But I expect Argentina to go out there and win 3-4-0 or even 3-1, maybe 4-1, because Australia already showed they can score goals. They've scored against France, they've scored against Tunisia, and also Australia beat Denmark today. Denmark was one of the favorites to finish top of the group there to qualify. A lot of people out there put Denmark to actually finish above France. But thoughts and predictions for Argentina, round of 16 against Australia, my man.
3-0 Argentina, 3-1 Argentina. Maybe if they play bad, I'm gonna say 1-0 Australia or 1-2 Australia. If they play bad, other than that, I'm pretty confident about 3-0. Or maybe if they allow maybe a late goal, 3-1. Nothing gonna happen after.
Yeah, like I said, Joshua, I don't think Argentina will go up there with the same attitude they had against Saudi Arabia, because clearly that did not work, and they know they have to show at least some respect to Australia. Like I said, let's not forget, Australia already proved they can score goals, and also they can surprise. They surprised Tunisia, they surprised Denmark. There was 1-0 up against France. So let's make sure that Argentina goes in there and have the attitude they had against Mexico and the attitude they had against Poland to make sure they qualify for the quarterfinal. So, yes, and we predict them to go through. I think they will. Look, and I want everyone in the chat, please let me know your thoughts and also your predictions as well. And everyone who's watching this, like I've just said in the chat, big up to everyone. 42 people still watching us, and this is like almost 10:15 in the night, UK times. Probably very late in other countries around the world. I know it's a little bit early in Argentina. Probably I've got some Argentinians watching this. Meus hermanos, por favor, muchas gracias, ayuda. I speak every language, but by the way, Joshua, as I'm still waiting for everyone in the chat to please let me know what is the prediction and thoughts for the France, Poland, and also Argentina and Saudi Arabia for the round of 16. I've got a question before we move into our man of the match, because I'm also want to give a man of the match today. I know it's not going to be easy. As I said already, man of the match today was actually hard to pick, But I've got a question for you, Joshua, and of course everyone in the chat who's watching this, right? Is Argentina back as one of the favorites after great performance today?
Yeah, not about 2 days. They were back after Mexican game. It's all about not the upset Saudi Arabia give to Argentina. The fans just all over the place, just asking where's Messi, where's Argentina, kick Argentina out of the tournament. That give the players a little bit confident, and that give them uh, to push forward and think about like we're gonna make it, we're gonna push ourselves and gonna get into the round of 16. So uh, that's the confidence come when they beat Mexico and they were back as the favorite, and after that we all know they can beat Poland as well. Uh, and today we saw what we expected, and yeah, they were favorites after the Mexican game.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really clear that Argentina was getting back up there like there was before the World Cup after the Mexico game, like one of the favorites. But after this performance, because I knew and I said that Argentina is still a lot of quality, and I've seen a lot of people slagging Argentina. But yeah, clearly for me, Argentina is back, is up there. Like I predict, Argentina will definitely go far in this World Cup. But it's all it takes is the mentality and the attitude as well. It's very important when you have that mentality. They won the Copa America against Brazil, they won the Finalissima against Italy, and they was unbeaten for 36 games. That mentality needs to go back in there and also play like they usually do. Argentina's Scaloni, the Scaloneta style that will put them going far in this World Cup. So Stephen here says, since the start of the tournament, Australia been playing better football than Poland. Very true. I absolutely couldn't agree with you anymore. Poland's been poor, very poor. Poland, I mentioned this just before the Argentina game on my live review for the France against Tunisia. I said that Poland against Saudi Arabia, not where they was the better team, not where they deserved to win. The only difference in that game was Poland took their chances and Saudi Arabia never took their chances. And clearly that defeat by Saudi Arabia knocked them out. Not much today's game, but definitely that game against Poland. That was a big hit, losing after a great performance from Saudi Arabia. But yes, I'm not sure with everyone in the chat if they agree or no. But Joshua, let's give another 5 minutes because I know it's very late. It's probably around 4 o'clock in the morning now?
Yeah, yeah.
4 o'clock. I know you need to go to sleep. I know you're happy. You don't care. I know you don't care. You're just happy. You're excited. Argentina win. The same as me. I have to get up early as well to go to work. I have a long day tomorrow. That's why I probably don't do a live stream tomorrow because I've got a long day at work tomorrow. But people, I keep coming with a lot of streams, always trying to do as many live streams as I can and reviewing games, talking about a beautiful game that sometimes I'm not saying is impossible, nothing is impossible, but it's very hard because I've got my normal life as well. But this is what I said, please, it's free, make sure you subscribe. And man of the match today, Joshua, just quickly, 2 minutes, man of the match. If you had to pick one, let me just quickly bring again the lineup as well, and I will bring everything. No, I don't want like anything to all the highlights and stuff. Otherwise, you just probably get my channel to copyright. Nothing in my channel is copyright, so don't worry about it. We've got in here. Oh, that's not what I want to. But look, I'm not even gonna bother look about Poland today. But if you had to give a man of the match between all these guys in here today, who would you give man of the match? It's hard, like I said.
For me, it's pretty hard to choose one player. Uh, I already choose Messi in the last game, so this time I'm gonna take the man of the match to Nicolas Otamendi, who kept the defense in a uh, pretty great way. You can see the defensive line. He keep the shape well. He put everything on his shoulder to secure the Argentina win with a defensive effort.
Yeah. And also, as we're giving him an off the match now, right? There's so much to talk. There's so much to go through in a live chat, right? We actually forget to mention a player today that hasn't been performance always haven't been performing well for Argentina, and Argentina really miss is Rodrigo de Paul. What a performance today, right? This is the Rodrigo de Paul that may always behind Messi, always in there, and running everywhere. What a performer de Paul had today. For me, my man of the match today would have to go between De Paul or Alisson. Mac's Alisson because he scored a goal as well. Enzo Fernandez as well was good. Messi, apart from missing the penalty, had an absolutely amazing game. Julian Alvarez, like I've mentioned already, his movements with the ball, without a ball, was so important. Scored an amazing goal, had a good game. It's hard, yes, like I said, it's very hard to predict the man of the match for this game today, but I will surprisingly probably have to. I'm going to give to Michael Alisson. I wasn't sure between Michael Alisson or Rodrigo de Paul, but I will go with Alisson because apart from his score and his work rate was unbelievable today. And if he wouldn't score today, I would have give to Rodrigo de Paul for his work today was absolutely unbelievable. I'm not sure everyone in the chat, please, if someone could give me the man of the match, who you thought was the man of the match, just before we go, because I'm going to give another 2 to probably 3 minutes before we go. And I appreciate, of course, still 25 people watching us. That's crazy numbers. Can't thank you guys enough for the support. But Joshua, you gave to
So De
Otamendi.
Paul,
I'm not going to say
he was
I
motivated.
disagree with
Yeah,
you.
he was. Yeah, it was a pretty decent performance for Rodrigo De Paul because when we look at the last game, Messi scored a goal and just looking at De Paul and said, You are losing a lot of balls. If you lose another ball, I am not going to look at your face after the game." And he was just saying to his squad, there's 80,000 or so people who came here to see us and 45 million around the world who's supporting us. We have to give our best to them. We don't want to let them down and don't want to let their hope down. So that motivation just give Depot what to be him in this game, to be the old Depot that we saw in today's game, not giving any opportunities for the opponent, just having a great passing, accurate passing also, and uh, if the teammate just lose the ball, he was ready to get the ball back at his feet and just passing. Everything seems perfect for Depot after the motivation from, I think, Messi just give what the team need the most. Not only a goal scorer but also a perfect leader.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was very hard, but it was good to see Dipple back, to his best because he's one of the keys player for this Argentina. He has been, like I've mentioned already, like Lo Celso, unfortunately injured. But yeah, Rodrigo de Paul, we're gonna see Di Maria. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Di Maria back again. But look, it's been a pleasure. I'm sure Argentina next game is Saturday, right? Run of 16 against Australia is Saturday. We've got few groups tomorrow. Then we've got Friday as well. But then I will most likely be back on Friday to review the last group probably. I think Brazil, Cameroons, and Switzerland. Then of course I will be back Saturday straight away. You know, with the run of 16. Whoever plays, I will be back with some match reviews. And once again, I cannot thank every single one of you. On your way out, if you could please do a massive favor. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and also smash the like. I really appreciate. Joshua, massive thank you to you. Really appreciate you making the effort. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning where you live, where you're from. I mean, very, very late. You're making the effort. I can't thank you enough. It was a good chat. It was good to have everyone in the chat, giving their thoughts and everything. And I just enjoy doing this. I absolutely love doing this. I keep saying, no, I'm not doing a live stream tomorrow. Then I end up doing another live stream. I just keep end up doing live streams, basically as many as possible. Always keep coming back. But yeah, it was a pleasure to have you and everyone in the chat, of course. Joshua, anything you want to say before we go, my man?
Vamos Argentina. Vamos Leo.
That's all Joshua have to say. So yeah, me, all I have to say is a massive thank you. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. You guys know that. I really appreciate. And also, of course, vamos Argentina, vamos carajo, vamos, vamos, vamos. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. Massive thank you.
Muchas gracias, amigo.
I say, muchas gracias, amigo. Muchas gracias a todos que ha visto el stream. Muchas gracias. Vamos Argentina, carajo. Vamos.
Ciao.
Ciao and adios. Ciao and adios. Ciao is Italy and Portuguese. Adios is in Spain. And yeah, adios. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Massive. Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful day and
good
night.
Steve says Griezmann El Patrone. Yes, I know. El Patrone, and then he got this allowed goal. But big up to Steve. Really appreciate the support. And France will easily beat Poland. And I'm in this live stream with still 16 people watching us. Crazy numbers. Can't thank you guys enough. Muchas gracias, and I'll see you all very soon.
Ciao.
Ciao, and vamos, vamos, adios, viva, vamos Argentina, vamos.
Vamos.